When you hear Omari doing interviews, Omari Hardwick, do you feel like he's ungrateful for some of the moves and things that you did for him?
I think he leaves people feeling like he said it to me. You know what I'm saying? Like what the fuck? Look, I'm the. Also point out the fact.
What's up, everybody, and welcome back to another episode. Please like the video and subscribe. Our target is only 1,000 likes. So, in case you missed it, 50 Cent and Omari Hardwick, once close collaborators on the Stars series Power, appear to be at odds over Hardwick's recent remarks regarding his compensation for the show. In a recent interview with The Breakfast Club, 50 Cent expressed frustration, saying he believes Hardwick overvalues himself, especially since the actor hasn't been part of any notable projects since Power concluded in 2020. The tension traces back to a June 2022 episode of The Pivot podcast, where Hardwick shared that he earned $150,000 per episode on Power, a figure he felt was too low given his role as the face of the network. As for 50 Cent, even a minor mention of his name alongside Hardwick's compensation issues was a reason to take offense.
When you hear Omari doing interviews, Omari Hardwick, do you feel like he's ungrateful for some of the moves and things that you did for him?
I think he leaves people feeling like he said it to me. You know what I'm saying? Like what the fuck? Look, I'm the. Also point out the fact that when you don't have money, that I'll give you the money. Like give him $50,000-$60,000 and say, yo, nah, just get back to me when you're ready. Like until you're comfortable and settled in. I don't believe in we can win consecutive championships if the players are hungry. The team is hurting like that. If that's the case. So and you go on. They don't change financial thresholds of how people are being paid on these projects until you get to season 3. We get to season 3, it changed so he can handle it after that. Then he didn't need the loans anymore at that point. But I did remember I was talking about somebody else owed me money and he just jumped out there
but
and said
but you said that was strategic because it kept his music going and he was able to pay you back. But the Omari Hardwick said this is not.
No, but Omari said, yeah, Fifth gave me money. I didn't even say Omari's name. I was talking about Rotimi.
Oh, he thought you was talking about him.
And he said that I gave him the money. See, Rotimi, I did a deal with him and I spent money on this project. Then he wanted to do something that was independent. Afrobeats wasn't as popular as it is now, and he was going in a different tone of the music. And I'm like, I don't know about that right now. Like the way, and I'm like, you know what? You could do what you want to do. Just you could pay me back in the royalties off of the mechanicals, off of the music that you're releasing moving forward, and you won't even feel it because it doesn't cost your marketing moving forward. Everything that you do moving forward is not going to be a part of that. It's just later I'll get the money back, and he recouped it. He did it. He took care of it. Right? But at that point, I said, yo, you got to give me my money back, boy. And the people go, oh shit, he owed Fifth money. You know what I mean? And it stopped immediately. And it drew so much attention to it that the record stayed number 1 more days than it would have been number 1 on the charts.
Right.
And he knows that, so he'll go, yo, he's a marketing genius, bro, because I didn't know. He said, he was calling me like, yo, what's up with you and Fifth? And I'm just going, you need to make some noise around the record to have people feel like there's something about who you are that is interesting about it. And then when he had they heard my side of it, they wanted to hear what he had to say. And then when he said things back, they was like, oh, okay, now I understand what was happening. Now he finally is talking about it to make them understand why it stayed, but it carried over. It was something else happening under it that was making them interesting, away from the song playing into a good position. But when he says this stuff on, I think he overvalues himself, to be honest with you, because since then it's been a long time since he hasn't been in Power. Why are we not excited about the new projects?
What new project?
His new projects.
He got new. I didn't know.
See, that's what I'm talking about. That is exactly what I'm talking about. If there was noise going on, if he was that big of a draw, then we would see noise. We see new things happening. We see you out where you actively in a place where people are looking for you.
So y'all not cool, it sounds like.
No, because you leave it like it's me not giving you the money. If he's saying it and he going, Courtney and the 50, no. You saying that, they don't know who the fuck Courtney is. I introduced people to her. They don't know who she is. So you leaving it for a 50 didn't make sure I got paid. When Mary will tell you she got paid a lot of money on the show while she was there the whole time. I made sure that it was right. And then now you see my new book, The Accomplice. I got Taraji. So Taraji will be the lead in that one for Nina.
Okay, that's already sold.
Yeah.
Or
You know, I'm not wasting time
at all.
About being underpaid on Ghost, 50 was like, I think he overvalues himself, and he went on and said more. But it got me to thinking, well, not me thinking, because I know the answer to this already, but presented to the audience, who is the kingmaker? Like, who made that Power Universe go? Omari Hardwick?
Bibby.
Or Ghost? Because if it's Ghost, then it's the people that created Ghosts.
It's the writers.
And if you're leaving it to the people that created Ghosts, we can go create Ghosts.
50-50.
No, it ain't.
It is.
That's not true.
It is.
Explain it to me.
Because, listen, you can have a fabulous script. It's words on paper. It's the interpretation of the actor and the artist that makes those words jump off the paper and become the performance and become the character that we fucking love to hate or hate to love, but we still are fucking invested.
I agree with that.
That's why I say it's 50-50.
It's not 50-50 till it is.
There you go. So do you think?
That's why writers.
Okay, so, but no. So
intellectual property exists.
I understand that. So my point is that Omari Hardwick isn't talking about day one. I was underpaid from day. He's talking about the whole scope, the whole 6 years. So season one, after
He wasn't
season
on for 6 years.
Oh, what? Well, 5.
However many years it was.
5 because he died, right?
4 or 5. It don't matter. Go ahead.
It doesn't matter.
Okay, basically, he kind of became the show. People watched for Ghost performance. They did.
That's not true.
And that's where the problem lies. That's wrong. Because
respectfully
too.
Yeah.
He
they like this. They
he did an amazing job. People bought into Power, the entire collective, and we have proof of this because niggas is watching Tariq, niggas. Pardon me, are watching Tommy and Kanan and all of the other things
all of that
associated.
stuff is associated.
Let us cook for a second.
It's not as a result of Omari Hardwick. It's as a result of people buying into the Power universe and what it offered. I think the script, especially in the first couple seasons, was amazingly written, and they were all carrying out. It was a whole bunch of moving pieces. He was a big piece in that pause, but he wasn't like the end all be all to the Power universe. So I think it was a marriage. And I wouldn't say it was 50-50. I would say it was 70-30. I kind of disagree now I'm thinking about it because I think about what Robert Downey Jr. did for the MCU. It's different. How? Nobody gave a fuck about nothing MCU until Robert Downey Jr. does Iron Man 1 in 2008.
That's why I say it is a thing until it isn't.
But that's what I'm saying is like Omari Hardwick is talking from the perspective of having been Ghost for those 4 or 5 seasons, whatever the case is. Totally. So he's not talking about being underpaid from like day one. There's probably not much of an expectation, but when it's season 5, is there an expectation that my pay is going to increase dramatically because of what I have delivered season after season after season? Then yes, I would say that he has a right to that.
Someone make me sound like I'm caping for the whites. Tell me what Omari Hardwick was in before Power.
I can't right now.
I bet you can't. Tell me what Robert Downey Jr. was in before Iron Man. Jail.
He was in a bunch of shit before.
He making jokes.
I was trying to be funny.
Yo, Omari Hardwick. I remember Omari. Of course. Hold on now. No. Omari Hardwick. I remember him being in the movie with The Rock with the kids. He was a gangbanger dude.
That one. Yeah.
You can't put Omari Hardwick, no disrespect, and Robert Downey Jr. in the same thing when you start talking about
we're just talking about the circumstance.
Yeah, different circumstances.
And that was 50's
I'm walking in the door as somebody that's established already.
When you become the draw, you can ask for the draw perks.
Okay, so you don't think that Omari Hardwick became the draw after season 3, season 4, season 5?
Respectfully, no.
Okay.
No, he was the draw. Yes, he was.
He was not the draw.
He was a draw.
He was not the draw.
He was a draw.
He was part of it. He was a big part of it. He was a big part of it. I'm not going to do that to him.
Yeah, I'm not.
But everybody had bought into him.
Hold up.
Tommy.
The creators of Ghosts saw a way to continue this storyline without you.
Sure.
We get to lean on all the equity built from your great performance, and now we're going to develop the son.
Even bigger to my Robert Downey point.
We do not need what y'all are calling the draw.
And it works.
Omari is my man. I absolutely love him and hope that he finds another role that is as successful for him. But the people that are putting this show together, everybody has a comp.
But check it out.
Everybody has a comp. No, let me talk.
What's comp?
A comparable, somebody who's like could easily replace you.
Yo, if Ghost don't take this role, we're putting somebody else in this role that we think can do the role.
True.
And if that person don't take it, the story goes on and on and on. Like, I don't know. I don't want to say people overvalue themselves because you got to hit while the iron is hot. You do have to hit while the iron is hot.
And I think that if you are helping,
well, hold on. In the event that you turn away, it is totally on you what you do from there. And if it don't pan out, it don't pan out. When I left Spotify, they didn't plan for me to pan out. They planned for me to say, hey, we're offering you this money, take this money, the end.
You know what else they plan for? Their backup plan to work. And that's what I'm saying about Power. Yeah, they let them go because they felt like we could spin off with all this other shit. If that don't work, you're doing what the MCU is doing, and that's bringing Robert Downey Jr. back with a big bag.
And that was my point.
That's what I'm saying.
But it sounded like he arguing on point.
You arguing my point. You are arguing my point that Robert Downey Jr.'s value was so high that when they killed him off, Marvel felt the need to go bring him back and give him another role.
Because
that's a draw.
They couldn't sustain after that.
That means he
the
was
point.
the draw.
Yeah.
Right.
If you go get the comp, hey, I left, them niggas went and got Rogan. Hey, game over.
Right.
game
You never
over.
seen the Power universe go write Ghost back in the story?
No, that's what I said, because it worked. Only because it worked.
Which means he wasn't the draw for the Power universe.
Yeah, he's not the draw. It's over. It's over.
If you gotta go get Robert Downey Jr. back, he's a draw.
And if you gotta go get Ghost back,
he's
Omari,
the draw.
then
No
he-
disrespect.
That's when you crack him.
And no disrespect to Omari Hardwick, because I think he
phenomenal
played a
actor.
lifetime role in what we gonna look at his power.
And a phenomenal actor.
Yeah.
And I did like that movie he did, one of the movies he did after. I don't know the
He did
name
some
of
shit
it,
with
right?
Jennifer Lopez.
He did some shit where he was dressed all bummy. I like that. But did it get the
acclaim? No.
No.
He's forever Ghost.
I said, listen, I say all the time, man, who's the kingmaker? The guy with the idea or the guy that can execute it?
I think it's 70-30.
In
I
a
just
perfect
don't think
world, it's both, but
yeah, I just don't think it's 50-50 sometimes.
In a perfect world, it's 50-50, but it rarely is.
You said you think it's 50-50?
Yeah, I do. Just from the perspective of seeing.
What you gonna execute without an idea?
Listen, I understand.
But try to answer me first, and then go ahead.
You can't. That's why I say it's 50-50.
So
One hand,
idea without the execution.
exactly.
You could, because you can
You
find
could.
somebody. You could find the
another
idea
idea.
is more. The idea is more valuable than the execution.
How many ideas have we seen crash and burn that were fucking phenomenal because the execution sucked ass?
Yeah, and how many people have we seen create amazing ideas and had subpar talent that
we both? That's why I'm saying
idea-
50-50.
the idea?
I'd
is
much
harder to
rather
come
have
up
the idea and fail at the execution, and then go have the idea and fail again, and then go have the idea and fail again. Know what? I'm going to keep getting ideas.
Listen, the laws itself tell you what the value is. The laws are in intellectual property, which is the idea.
True.
Yeah, that's true.
I agree.
The laws don't protect the
I agree.
performance nearly as much as they protect.
Brian Michael Cox and other amazing writers may be harder to find than somebody that can sing.
Yes.
That's a fact.
Okay.
That's a fact.
That is a fact.
Okay.
Yeah, that's 50
That is a
shit.
fact.
Sorry, buddy.
Okay.
It's usually skewed one way or the other.
Yeah.
It is. And again, shout out to Omari, because
Some great systems can make shit out of
nothing.
And some great ideas can have whoever pushing the idea.
But to me, Omari was not overselling himself. He wasn't. He became Ghost, and nobody could think of anybody else to do that role.
That's true.
And so,
Well, that's hard
We
to
killed
do that.
we
It's
killed
hard.
the role, and we have your son and your partner
It's hard to do
and
that.
your arch nemesis.
But that-
Everybody gets a show now
always-
except for you.
we
But
always
that's based on the hard work that he put in.
and we always have these conversations of, can you imagine, this
runs
role
without
being
him.
played by anybody else? We do this all the time when it comes to movies and television shows.
They run without him.
Yeah.
Yes,
They
and
run
no.
without
They
him.
spun
Yo,
off,
dog, we
but-
old enough to say we know the other Armvid. Like,
Right.
We've seen
show
characters
goes-
be
sometimes the show
replaced.
goes
The
on and
show
it works.
fucking goes on.
And
yo.
sometimes it
I
don't.
agree.
We saw
That's
it right
all.
here.
Yeah. I mean, I didn't want to bring it up, but
Wait, you said what?
it's the same shit. You niggas be thinking y'all are irreplaceable, and the nigga with ideas don't look like that.
That's true. I agree with that. I agree with that.
I'm gonna wake up tomorrow and drink coffee and have a slew
Another idea.
I'm gonna look at the sunrise and just be writing them down.
inspired and shit like
and then I gotta
Orange
find
sun.
who
Orange is the new black.
Yeah.
yeah, I get it.
Who can execute this? Now, that's a talent in itself. Finding people to execute your ideas.
That's true,
but
for sure.
Yeah, you want to be. Shout out to the executors out there, and shout out to the people with ideas. You all are needed. If I have to pick one, I always want ideas. Always.
Okay.